Welcome to episode 8 of the AI podcast, where we explore the ideas that shape how we live, work, and think. I'm your host, and today we're talking about something that affects all of us every single day: economics. Now, when people hear the word economics, they often think of charts, stock markets, or boring textbooks. But economics is really about choices. It's about how people, governments, and societies decide what to do with limited resources, like time, money, labor, or even clean air. At its heart, economics asks questions like, what should we produce? How should we produce it? And who gets to use it? These aren't just theoretical questions, they're happening all around us, from grocery store prices to climate policy to your paycheck. Let's start small. Imagine you have just enough money for one thing, a meal or a movie ticket. Choosing one means giving up the other. That's opportunity cost. It's one of the most basic but powerful ideas in economics. Everything has a cost, even if it's not money. Time, effort, missed experiences, they all count. Zooming out, economies are systems built around billions of these decisions. What people buy, what businesses sell, what governments tax or subsidize, it all flows together. Some economies are more market-based, where supply and demand guide most choices. Others are more centrally planned, where the government has a bigger role in deciding who gets what. Economics also helps us understand why things aren't always fair or efficient. Why do some people have so much while others have so little? Why do markets sometimes crash? Why do prices go up or jobs disappear? Economics gives us tools to explore inequality, inflation, unemployment, debt, and global trade. But it's not just about problems, it's also about potential. Economists study how to grow economies in sustainable ways, how to reduce poverty, how to design better systems, whether that means smarter taxes, safer banks, or more accessible education and healthcare. And then there's behavioral economics, the study of how real people, not just rational robots, make decisions. It looks at how emotion, habits, bias, and culture shape the way we spend, save, or vote. It reminds us that behind every economic model, there are human beings, full of hope, fear, and unpredictability. We also live in a world of global economics. What happens in one country affects many others. Trade wars, currency shifts, oil prices, they ripple across borders. That's why understanding economics matters, even if you're not an investor or policymaker. It helps you see the connections. And in times of crisis, like recessions, pandemics, or climate shocks, economics becomes even more real. It shows up in stimulus checks, food prices, interest rates, and government budgets. It helps explain not just what's happening, but what might come next. Here's the big takeaway. Economics isn't just about money. It's about values, about priorities, about how we organize life on this planet. It gives us a way to ask and answer some of the hardest questions. Who gets what? How do we balance freedom and fairness, growth and sustainability, individual success and collective well-being? That's it for episode 8 of the AI podcast. Whether you're a student, a worker, a voter, or just someone trying to understand the world a little better, economics gives you a powerful lens. It doesn't give easy answers, but it helps us ask better questions. If you enjoyed this episode, share it with someone who thinks economics is just for bankers. You might just change their mind. Until next time, stay curious, think critically, and see you in the next episode.